Okay, so first up, I'm recording this video because I am currently, when you're watching this, at work. I have a 24-hour shift, and the vlog for today is so long that I really need time to edit it before I can upload it. These 4K videos take about 3.5 hours to upload, which is insane. I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to switch it up. So this video will come out today, and then the bigger video will come out tomorrow. Maybe I'll throw in like a little teaser here. We have a tradition in Denmark that we have taken too far, and we're gonna live that tomorrow. But today's video is gonna be so I've actually been wanting to make this for a while because, as you guys know, I really love movies and TV shows, and I watch them way too much. So as you've probably already figured out from the title, this video is my top 5 movies of all time. And I should also point out that Shawshank Redemption isn't on the list. It's a really good movie, but it's not on the list. Pulp Fiction, not on the list. I hate that movie. I'm gonna get so much hate for saying that. I'm sorry, I just really feel like taking a storyline, cutting it into 3 different storylines, and then scrambling it all together is not a great movie plot, and you should not get so much praise for doing it. Sorry. Okay, so I'll be honest, I filmed this intro before I, wrote my list of my movies, and being as big as goofball as I am, I dropped the pen and I drew on myself, and this is soap from yesterday. I just figured out that I went to an entire party wearing a dirty shirt that I had already worn yesterday. By accident, my clean shirt is laying right in there, and now I also drew on it. Brilliant. Brilliant move. Let's get going. This is again a top 5. I'm gonna start with number 5, obviously, which in my humble opinion is gonna have to be Fight Club. I really like Fight Club. I really like just the Brad Pitt of it all. I'm really not that big a Brad Pitt fan, to be honest, but I really feel like his acting is amazing in this movie, and the plot line is spectacular, honestly. Yeah, that's just really all I want to say. I don't want to spoil any of these movies because I feel like when I search for these type of movies, I want to find movies that I want to watch, and I don't want to then see them get spoiled. So in this movie, I will try and keep it as spoiler-free as possible. So all I will say about Fight Club is the plot is amazing, the storyline is amazing. That's the same thing, Jonas. The acting is amazing, and just, yeah, I really enjoy it. Number 4, it has to be Back to the Future. I would say the entire franchise, but if I had to choose one, the first one. It really just blew me away, the whole time travel idea, and just the title is so well thought out, and it just works. I really love it. I remember watching this for the first time when I was a kid. I mean, the movie is what, like 40 years old? It's incredible. I remember watching this and then thinking to myself, whoa, can movies be this good? That's all I'm gonna say about that movie. Again, watch it. It is insane. Number 3, it has to be The Usual Suspects. I realized that now I've had Fight Club and The Usual Suspects, and those are usually in everyone's top 10s, but those are really the only famous ones that's gonna be on my list. And that's because I really feel like they deserve to be there. The Usual Suspects and Fight Club, the plot lines, I mean, whoo! They just blow you away. So again, I really enjoy The Usual Suspects also just because the acting, the dialogue is just cutting edge every single time. Like, there's no useless words, there's no bantering, there's no useless mumblings. It's just straight to the point and brilliant. Number 2, Kingsman: The Secret Service. I was blown away when I saw this. I believe it came out in 2014, and I remember I'm really not a huge fan of the whole 007 series. I'm really not a whole... Okay, I love spy movies. I loved the Agent Cody ones when I was a kid, and I just... There's something about it, but I really loved this movie. It's low-key, it's sort of a B movie. It's different, and it's amazing. I really love the main character they find, and yeah, I mean... Whenever you have actors who, I don't want to spoil anything, so just, if you haven't seen it, promise me you'll go and watch it. It is probably one of the, well, obviously all 5 of these movies would be movies that I would, like, delete from my mind and then watch again for the first time. Yeah. That makes sense, right? Number 1, and this is I'm probably gonna get some smack for this, but my favorite movie of all time right now is Captain Fantastic. I realize that some may say that I'm biased because the main character is a Danish guy. Like Viggo Mortensen is from Denmark, that is true. He was in Lord of the Rings, that is also true. I didn't like him in Lord of the Rings, and I really don't like the rest of his work. But Captain Fantastic as a concept is insanely well thought out and so impressive. I remember seeing this in the movies and I was just blown away. I actually even have a review of it on this channel. That's how good I think it is. I really, really, really love it. I just, like, if I could, I can't, but if I could live my life that way, I would do that in a heartbeat. I feel like they do some amazing things and they have some societal norms that they challenge in such an interesting way that it has to be my favorite movie of all time. And to say that for me is insane because I have probably watched every movie on IMDb's top 250 list twice, at least twice. Some of them, like, we could have some honorable mentions. Let's say 8 Mile almost made it on the list. The Social Network almost made it on the list. Inception almost made it on the list. But I just feel like these are the types of movies that I love to watch, but there has not been a brilliantly made out movie yet. Another thing I would like to say, actually, my favorite type of movie, my favorite genre has to be movies about either time travel or bank robberies. And there's not a single movie on this list about bank robberies because they're usually not that well made. There are some great ones. The Italian Job, we have the Ocean's 11, the first movie. There's a lot of great movies, but they are always sort of discount versions of other movies, or the dialogue is terrible, or we have, like in Ocean's 11, where we have an incredibly big cast that's just filled with huge stars, and then everything else just kind of doesn't have to make sense because the movie's gonna make money no matter what happens. And I feel like that's a shame. Yeah. That being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this top 5. I'm sorry that it's gonna come out a day early. I have to switch it up. Usually my vlogs come out on the same day as I record them. I think this may be challenged by the 4K format because that means that I have to be done editing the video 4 hours before I need to, well, have it uploaded. And that is a very difficult thing to do because that cuts my day almost in half. So this may become a regular thing where I record a movie and then upload it the next day. I know every other vlogger out there does it. I don't know yet, but I want to let you guys know that that may be a thing that happens. I don't think you guys are going to notice anything, to be honest. The movies are still going to come out every single day and we're still celebrating on our 1-year anniversary and everything, so don't even worry about it. But I will have to end the video here, guys. I have to be at work in like an hour. So thank you so very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you haven't watched any of these movies, go and watch them. If you've watched any of these movies, or if you have any movies that you think should be added to the list, write them in the comments down below, because I want to make this video so that people can figure out and find these movies and actually watch them. Because I feel like a big problem in the movie industry right now is that there's millions of amazing movies that people never watch because they don't get any traction. We have the recent one, King Arthur, the new movie. It bombed in the box office. It did terribly, and that's honestly not fair, because I really feel like it's an amazing movie, and I was so entertained when I was in and I saw it, and there were so many beautiful things they did, just editing wise, dialogue wise. It had some amazing things, but no one went in to see the movie because the movie didn't have a huge budget to spend on commercials, and that is just a terrible, terrible thing. So when I look for movies, I usually try and find movies that aren't big in the box offices, because I really feel like there's a lot of good movies out there. So write your idea in the comments down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I try to make entertaining content for you guys every single day, and yeah, sometimes it's really hard with my exams, and other days we just have to make amazing movies that can conquer the... Yeah, I don't want to get too cheesy again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Subscribe. I'm on all the social media as well, at Jonasislive. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.
I try to play it nice, but oh,